Hi everyone. Today we would like to share some tips for working effectively across multicultural teams. So the first tip is listen to the meaning, not just the words, and ask for clarification. Don't form opinions too quickly. Laugh at yourself whenever whenever you feel you are in trouble because you haven't understand correctly the other culture. Set protocols up front. Don't try to mimic a confrontational or direct negative feedback style that is not yours, because you are likely to offend people. Use low context and positive language and downgraders like sort of, slightly. Understand and adapt to one another's behaviors. Try to avoid idioms, but if you use them, you might have to explain them. And just make the most of a culturally diverse team, because it's been researched that it leads to innovation and creativity in the workplace. So I wanted to ask Janina a question. Why should you use low context when you are in a room with cultures from both high context and low context backgrounds?
That's a great question. So the reason is because if you're coming from a high context culture, you understand the cultural context in which things are said. So even though you're reading the air, you understand what that person means. So if you're coming from a low context culture, you don't have that cultural experience or the cultural context to identify and correctly analyze what that person means. So that's why it's better to use a low context approach. And that's why it's also really important to set up protocols with your team before working together, so that all the team understands how to best communicate with each other.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Well, we hope you have enjoyed those tips.